I'm here to do Houston Beauty episode 6. It starts off with Mia at church, and she is, kind of feeling bad for the little incident that happened with Corey or whatever. So, she's there and she's getting her shit together and a lot of thoughts that she's going through and been through. So, she's crying because, once you get to church, you feel like, damn, the preacher talking directly to you, when you've been doing some shit in the streets. So, that's how, she's feeling or whatever. So, yeah, she just says she needs to forgive people. She wants forgiveness, all that kind of stuff. And she just knows she needs to get her life together. Then we have the students at Franklin Beauty School. They're getting taught by like Miss Ely and Miss Burns. They're going through like a freshman beauty boot camp because they're getting ready to have a hair show coming up. So they they going through all these questionnaires and all this kind of stuff, and yeah, whatever. This episode really wasn't a lot, so we'll get into it anyway because I got a couple of people I need to talk about. So Grace come in with her son. She comes in late. I'm like, okay, bitch, y'all was talking about somebody else coming in late. So she needs to talk to Miss J because she can't find, she's like, I apologize for being late, but I couldn't find a babysitter. But I want to know, can my son just stay here and do his homework while I finish the rest of my hours or get some hours or some shit? So Miss J was like, she's lucky her son is here because I would give her a few choice words. I'm like, Miss J, stop that. Your ass is doing that because them cameras is there. And my thing, that wasn't a good look. I'm just saying. Like, you should have reprimanded her for being late. You should have reprimanded her for having her son. I understand you are for that second chances type of shit, but she should have been reprimanded for that. I'm just saying. Like, you reprimand anybody else, so I think she should have been reprimanded too. So, anyway, Quincy at her house. I swear her mama had a different fucking hairstyle every time we see her mama. This time she got like a little mini afro and stuff like that. I ain't trying to talk about her mama. I'm just saying she always got a different damn hairstyle every time we see her. But anyway, they talk about, I think, Quincy, she had been working with her clients or whatever. And then she talks to her mom about school. And she lets her mom know that she's not, that she's not going back to school or whatever. And her mom just basically tells her, like, I'm really puzzled. I want you to finish. You need to hang in there. You have a goal. But Quincy is like, I am so tired of every time I'm going to school, I'm getting beat up. I'm out. Well, beat on. Actually, I was about to get beat up. And, I understand Quincy totally. Every time she went to school, it was some bullshit. And I'm going to just tell y'all like this. This episode was boring as shit without really having Quincy at school. Regardless of the drama or whatever, this shit was boring without Quincy. I think this shit, Quincy should be, her and Mia should be in every episode because them the only ones that give this show life. The rest of these bitches on this show make you want to bust them in the throat. Yeah. Quincy, I know you gotta go, but please don't let that go be that short ass little afro that you had. Now, I'm all for the natural look and all that, but I just rather see Quincy with the long, weave or whatever with the curls. I like that. The little bun thing, I don't like it. The little afro thing, I don't like it. To each his own. Couldn't be me. I'm just saying, I like the natural look for some people. Some people. It works for some people. Now, if you check out Bondi Blue, when she do natural look, beautiful. When Candy from Sweet Addictions do natural look, beautiful. But, Quincy, get some tracks in. I'm just saying. Straighten that shit up. I love you, but no. I'm just saying. Grace and her son, she go takes him home from school. Well, she gets him from school or whatever, they leave. And we find out that she's been living in a motel. She said that she had her son at 20 out of wedlock, so she don't have that relationship with her parents. They don't approve, and she found herself on hard times or whatever, so she's living into a motel right now, trying to make ends meet and trying to go to school and all that kind of stuff. So I won't knock that about her, but still don't like her. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Maybe we should have heard about Grace's story the first episode because trying to give us this sad ass story about the 6th episode, I didn't feel no sympathy for Grace. None whatsoever. You be acting like you top notch bitch, so I don't feel sorry for her when your story finally do come out that you're homeless. Now, hey, I feel bad for you because that's a fucked up situation for your son, but I'm just saying. Miss Burns gets a call from Mia, and she wants to talk to her outside of school, so they, make plans to meet up to talk. Miss Evie's trying to give instructions, and Grace is being an asshole. She is being she interrupting, she's being loud. So they everybody is noticing what the fuck is up with Grace? She's tripping. I'm like, this bitch is on. I don't know if she on drugs or drinking, but the bitch was on. She was on something. So, when I think it was Miss Evie was trying to do the roller set. She being disrespectful. When we finally get to her roller set, her shit is whack. Her shit is whack. And I'm sitting there like, maybe I'll get into that. Maybe Grace, you got fired from your sister shit. I'm just saying. Maybe you didn't just leave because you didn't want to be a part of that. Maybe you got fired because your makeup be wrong as fuck. Your roller set was just wrong. I'm just saying. Your attitude is really fucked up. So maybe it was you that got fired from your sister. Just saying. So she ended up leaving. She just clocks out and leaves school. So, bitch, if you want to talk about... I'll get back to that. So, anyway, Blair and Mia C, they talking about Grace, and they were talking about how her and some other students was drinking or whatever, and they was like, you didn't smell it on her, yada yada yada. And I'm sitting there like, why y'all don't call this bitch out on her bullshit? Why is she being allowed to drink at school and not be reprimanded for that? Just saying. So Mia and Miss Burns, they meet up at a restaurant, and Mia is basically telling her that she's has issues that she needs to work on. She's had issues before Franklin Beauty School. Really? Anyway, Franklin Beauty School or whatever, and she needs to deal with her issues. And she was telling her how she wrote a letter to Miss J, and she wants Miss Burns to give it to her. It's about her getting back in school. Miss Burns is basically telling her she believes in her. This was a fucked up situation, but she really believes in Mia. And I see that from Miss Burns, Miss Evie, and Miss J. They really believe in Mia. It's just Mia actions that makes them be turned off. But they all believe in her. While Corey's sitting there talking about he the fucking teacher's pet and favorite person. A bitch that get to come back a million damn times. I'm just saying. I look like that's the teacher's pet. I'm sorry, Corey. Miss Burns she goes talk to Miss J. She gives her the letter or whatever, and she was like, she really feels that Mia was sincere. So Miss J reads the letter. Then she goes and reads the letter to the class. At first I was pissed off until she read the first line, because I was like, why is she reading it to them? But then again, apparently Mia addressed the whole school and all that. But to me, I feel like she didn't do shit wrong, but Mia don't need to apologize to nobody but Miss J. That's it. I mean, and the teacher that was there. Other than that, she don't need to prove nothing to nobody else. I don't understand why the hell she needs to prove some shit to the students when, first of all, they was wrong. Second of all, bitch, they not giving her certificate, her license, or whatever. So what the fuck she gotta prove something to these raggedy bitches for? I don't like none of these students at this school but Mia and, Quincy don't want to go back no more. But them are the only two girls that don't rub me the wrong way. Every other bitch in that school rub me the wrong way. Everyone that at least they show on camera. So, anyways, she goes reads them the letter, and she asks them for feedback or whatever, because she was like, she accepting responsibility for her actions. She's apologizing, all that kind of stuff. Jessica was like, she needs to get help first before she come back to school. Okay, I can deal with that. Her and the girl Latricia was kind of basically saying that. Justine was telling, I think that's her name. She told Miss J that she just don't want to see her. She's worried about her. Okay, cool. This bitch Grace says that, I don't like the negative vibe. I don't do this. Girl, shut up. Because right then, Miss J should have confronted her about her drinking. Miss J should have confronted her about her being late. Bitch, you don't talk about somebody else when your interrupting ass was interrupting class. Your lateness interrupts class. So how you gonna talk about somebody being negative? Bitch, every time you talking, you being negative about Mia. So how you talking about somebody being negative? You got negative written all over you. Just saying. So after all of that, Johanna, she was talking about, I'm just mad, I gotta listen to this. Girl, shut up. You just needed something to say to get on camera. I'm just saying. So after everybody, Miss J just tell them this is my decision to make. If y'all don't like it, I'm gonna tell y'all. But after everybody left out, Grace started crying and shit and just trying to get this pity party. So Miss J was like, okay, let's go in my office. So they end up going to the office. And Grace is basically like, nobody should get special treatment. If anybody should get special treatment, then I should get special treatment because I'm going through stuff too. Bitch, you did get special treatment. You got special treatment because your ass didn't get in trouble for drinking at school. You got special treatment for bringing your damn son there when you know you shouldn't have. Don't even go there. Everybody need a second chance. I get that. I get that. And bitch, you got yours. So how you gonna knock this hair is getting on the next how you gonna knock the next bitch for trying to get back in school and stay in school and get her damn career going when your shit is fucked up too? Bitch, I can understand if you didn't have no backstory, then you'll have something to say, but when you got your own issues, you don't speak up on nobody else. Mia and Neil meet up at the park. They basically talk about the letter, and Neil just want to basically know why did she pop off like that, why is she acting like that. And she tells him her story. First she was kind of sugarcoating. He was like, look, you look like you're sugarcoating some shit. What's going on? So she tells him about her escorting. And, Neil just like, basically like, bitch, I'm your friend. I want to be your friend. You need to come back to school and finish. I got your back. Don't trip. So they work their little issues out. They cool. Corey comes back to school. And he talks to Miss J about, did he humble himself and all this kind of shit. No, he didn't, because he still got animosity. Then when it comes break time, and Grace is telling Devontae what happened about Mia letter, because apparently Devontae ain't at school, so it's okay for him to miss days too without getting in trouble, I guess. So as they talking about Mia, she drives up. So Mia comes up, and Grace is over there like, should we get Corey a heads up? For what? For what? He started that punk ass fight. What are y'all? I hate that everybody is going off on Mia for this fucking animosity when it wasn't her that started this shit. She was taking up for Queensley, true enough, but it wasn't her that started, and he was up in the girl's face. Why are y'all nobody getting on Corey for this bullshit? Nobody think he should apologize for the shit that, and he started it, and he said he was gonna get these girls out. So I don't understand why he's not apologizing. Whatever. Corey feel like Queensley should apologize to him. She apologizing to everybody except him. But I'm like, what is she apologizing to you for? He even was talking about, oh, he should have called the law on her when they was at the park. And I'm sitting there like, for what? You started the fight, and you just didn't like the fucking consequences of you starting that damn fight. So if you would have got it to her and beat her up, would you would have still called the law? Then she would have had some reasons to put your ass in jail. I'm just saying, you started that shit, and he pissed me off when she ended up coming back to the school. She ended up hugging everybody. They talking about they were still mad at her. She was like, okay, we could talk about that or whatever. So Corey pissed. He wants to go to Miss who was it? Miss Burns. He went to, I think it was Miss Burns or whatever. And one of them damn teachers. He went to and wanted to know why was Mia there. And I'm like, that ain't your business. Even the teacher was like, that ain't your damn business. Go back to class. He over there getting really pissed off. And I'm sitting there like, boy, get your panties out your ass, you little. Oh, he's a bitch. Corey's a bitch. I'll tell y'all that every episode. He's a bitch. He's a queen ass bitch. And I don't like him. No shade to nobody else that from the LGBT community. But he's a bitch. Just saying. Anyway, after that, Mia go talk to Miss J, like I said, and she apologized. Miss J allows her to come back. Miss J makes, well, not makes, but Mia has talked to the class and tells them that Mia wants to talk. So Mia apologizes to the class. She wants to apologize in person. Like I said, Corey's still queening out and pissed off. So then they have a, Franklin, at the end they have a Franklin barbecue or whatever reunion. They play softball. All the students still talking about Mia returning and her not apologizing to Corey and all this kind of stuff. Then Mia pulls Grace to the side and she kind of apologizes to her for not being her friend and stuff like that. Talking about, you know, I could have kept the communication going regardless of what was going on with you and Quincy. I could have still been your friend and all that kind of stuff. So Grace was just like, I feel some kind of way because I feel like y'all left me and y'all know how my family is and I'm leaving me. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. Because are you telling her that you was sitting there talking about her and you didn't want her to come back and all this kind of stuff? You was talking about her before all this shit even blew up. You was being two-faced. Tell her that. Bitch, that's why you wasn't in their circle. They saw how fake you was. That's why you went in their fucking circle. They end up playing basketball. Corey goes to Grace and wants to know what they was talking about. He's still in the bitching about she not apologizing to him. I'm like, boy, boo. And Grace talking about, I want to accept her, apologize. I want to believe her, but like I said, this is why they're not your friend. Right after that conversation, then you go to Corey and talk about her. So, bitch, this is why you're not in the fucking circle. Anyway, that was my review for Houston Beauty, episode 6. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Add me on Google+. I'll add you back. Talk to me. I'll talk to you back. Check out Body Blue. She also do Houston Beauty reviews. Ashley Miller 1987. Check out Mike B. He's doing videos every day this month. And I'm going to try to get into that. I'm not going to promise anything. But I'm going to try to do a video every day this month of December. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, and if I'm not doing a review that day, then I'll do a topic that day. So we can all just keep it going. Alright, peace out.